evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. I want to be rest assured everybody can hear me. So if you can hear me, can you just signify by typing 1? Are we live on Facebook too? Because I can't see it from there. Alright, good evening everyone. Are we live now?
Yes, we are.
Are we live on Instagram too?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, good evening everyone, and you're welcome on board. I want to be sure if you can hear me loud and clear before we start proper. So if you can hear me loud and clear, just type 1 in the chat box. Type 1 in the chat box if you can hear me. Okay, I'm waiting for the response. I think people are still joining. You're welcome, you're welcome. Let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. Just type 1 in the chat box. Type 1 if you can hear me. Okay, Frank, check the comment section for me. If you can hear me, just type 1 in the chat box. Type 1 in the chat box so we can start proper. Okay, good. You're welcome, Mr. Oladayo, Olaiwola. You're welcome, Mr. Samuel, Mr. Ogechuku, and others. Okay, that's awesome. I think we are good to go now. We can start. So, and today, thank you for joining us in this live streaming program. I'll be talking about how anybody can earn in tech. I mean, how anybody, including you yourself, how you can earn big in tech and get started. So right in this live streaming now today, you're going to discover how to get started into tech, how to build valuable tech skills, how to actually start earning big, even if you have zero experience. And my name is Sheyi Adeleke, the founder and the CEO of AppClick Technology and AppClick ICT Academy, registered here in Nigeria, US, and UK. Okay, I'm still quite sure that everyone can still hear me because that matters a lot. So, right before we get started fully, let me know where you're watching from. Just type in your location: Lagos, Ibadan, Abeokuta, UK, US. Just type in your location. It's going to be an exciting moment this evening, and trust me, I'll be very brief. We go straight into the point, no technical jargons. So just type in your location. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. Okay, great. All right, let's start proper now. Real quick about me, let me share my story just in a few lines, because today it's not actually about me, it's about you. But one thing I would like to say is that I started this tech journey as far back as 2009. That's a long time. That's about 16, 17 years ago. 2009. And just like most people, I didn't discover everything at once. I started right with what we call digital literacy. And that is where you learn how to operate a computer. That's where you learn how to operate a computer, the step-by-step procedure, how to work on PowerPoint, Excel, Microsoft Word, and others. And trust me, that was a game changer for me. And from there, I started building gradually working on some small projects like Excel, PowerPoint, and others. And from there, in 2012 or so, I enrolled for Java programming, and from there, I learned HTML. I enrolled for web design too, learned HTML, CSS, and other programming language, basic programming language. And boom, from there, the whole game changed for me. And I started building mini websites, from there to robust websites. From there, I started getting a few jobs here and there, even while still on campus. And right now, today, we thank God, fast forward to today now, we've been able to build an empire. So right now, today, we have AppClick technology, where we create software for the global markets. And so far, we've created over 50 different custom software in different niches. And also, too, we have over 100,000 customers that uses our software every single month. And also, too, we have the ICT Academy, that's AppClick ICT Academy, where we actually train and nurture students, because we believe that Africa can actually raise tech giants. And trust me, we've raised thousands of students and they are doing wonderfully well. Some are working in the banks as we speak right now. Some have started their own startup company. Some are actually working as a freelancer. Some as a consultant for banks and others. But like I said, it's not about me today now. Why am I sharing this with you? Just try to remember that the first thing I said was that I learned digital literacy. So that means if you are watching me this evening now and you want to actually transition into tech, the very first thing you should do is to learn how to operate a computer in a very basic way. Because that's going to be a big deal for you. I understand the fact that most of us knows how to operate the phone. You can operate your Android phone, your iOS phone, but if you can't operate a computer, that's the very first thing you need to do, because that was the exact thing I did myself years ago, and today the rest is history. All right, and now, why tech? We are getting started fully now. Why tech and why now? Remember that we're talking about how anybody can earn big in tech. And the very first thing I established was that you need to actually be a computer literate. That's the basic language. You need to learn how to operate a computer. So now, why tech? Tech has taken over every niches, every industry, every sectors. You talk about the banking sectors now. You talk about the education sector, you talk about the health sectors, the politics sectors. Different sectors are being hijacked by tech now. The phone you use now are powered by tech. Most of us now, we order things online. You go to Konga, you go to Jumia to order products online. Those platforms are powered by tech. Now when you want to go out now, you order Uber right on your phone. That is tech. Every industry has been hijacked by tech. Even the banking sectors now, most banks now, even our normal conventional banks now, they have what we call the fintech parts of the bank now. Because that is where the world is going now. So at one point or the other, every single day, we all leverage on tech. Even your business, you can actually leverage on tech to scale up your business. Businesses now, you see them going on social media, promoting their businesses, running adverts. because they understand the fact that you can reach millions of people over the internet. And when you integrate tech into your business, you get more sales. You reach wider audience. And when you reach the wider audience, that is more sales for you. And in this era now that even AI and automation are coming into place now, that makes the whole thing even much easier. The AI automation is even creating new niches, creating new opportunities that we all can tap into it and make money. That we all can tap into it and actually scale up our business. And actually we'll talk about some things you need to do. So try to watch, stick with me to the end of this live streaming, and trust me, it will be very short. Are we together? If you are together, just type 1 in the comments section. Type 1 in the comment section if we are together. Let me know if you can hear me. Type 1 in the comment section. Okay, good. That's awesome. Okay, good. Great. Okay. And the good thing is that technology has reduced the geographical barrier. You can be in Nigeria right now and you work for companies in China, in Canada, and they pay you big for delivery without even you having to japa, like we used to say. Without you traveling out of the country, right from the comfort of your home. There are so many opportunities that you can leverage on, which we're going to talk about some of those things right now. Okay. And now, can anybody really get into tech? I think this is one of the most common questions, the most frequently asked questions I get on a daily basis. They ask me, Sheyi, can I get into tech? I don't really know much about this thing. I'm not brilliant. I'm not this. In fact, some people will tell me that they are not a genius. And I laugh. Because why? You don't even have to be a genius for you to venture into tech. And that is the truth. Some will say, Sheyi, I'm not a computer science student. Can I still venture into tech? You don't have to be a computer science student before you can venture into tech. In fact, my project manager right here at Apple, he studied electrical and electronics also. And is the current project manager. I have a QA, that's someone that studied QS rather, quantity survey. And is right here with us in Apple, doing well in tech. So that means your background does not actually determine whether you can go into tech or not. Some people say, I'm 50 years old. I'm 60 years old. Do you think I can still do this? Come on. There is a way for you in tech. There are things you can do in tech. What matters most now is your interest. And that is it. What matters most is your interest. So your profession, your field is not an issue for you. In as much as you are ready to venture into it and give it a full shot. And that's why I tell our students, be ready to give these a full shot. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be smart. You don't need to be a computer science student. You don't need to learn some things before you can venture into tech. Alright? And again, too, when people hear tech, the first thing that comes to their mind is what? Coding. I've heard that multiple times. How do you mean if I want to venture into tech now, I have to learn how to code? No. Yeah, we have the coding part of tech, but tech is not all about coding. Tech is not all about coding. When beginners hear tech, the first thing that comes to their mind is programmer. Do you mean I have to sit down and be writing code, that thing that looks like Arabic language or something? No, I can't do that. Trust me, there are so many fields, there are so many parts of tech that you can do. Now let me give you a case scenario now. Let's say you want to build a banking app now. If you want to build a banking app now, the very first person to go, the very first person to start that project is what we call the UI UX designer. Okay, let me try to break it down more. Let's assume I call my team and say, okay, team A, we want to build a banking application. Then once I share the idea with everybody, the first people to work on that project are who we call the UI UX designer. The UI means user interface. The UX means user experience. They are the ones that will design everything you can see on that page, from the menu bar to the color to the home page, everything you can see. They are what we call the UI UX designer. See them as an architect. When you want to build a house now, you have to call on the architect and you share your idea with the architect. I want to build 1-story building, 2-story building. So the architect will now go back to his drawing board and sketch the whole design and hand it over to who? To the engineers, to the structural engineers, to the builder. The same thing now. Remember that we are talking about building a banking app now. So now the UI UX is the one to first work on that. Once it's done, he hands it over to the software engineer. So the software engineer now is now the one to design, to bring into reality what the UI UX guy has designed. Are we getting it, please? I'm trying to break it down as much as possible so that every one of us can actually understand what we're talking about. The first person is who? The UI UX designer. Then he gives it to the software engineer. They translate the design into code. They make it functional. So now once the software engineers are done now, then they hand over the project to what we call the DevOps engineer. The DevOps engineer. They are the one that will now take the project from the local machine to the live server, where everybody can actually access it. Now we've talked about 3 different people now, 3 different professionals while building banking now. The first is what? The UI UX designer. The second is what? The software engineer. Now that the software is ready now, the next person to jump on that project are what we call the DevOps engineer. So they will take the project from the local machine like your computer now and upload it to the live server so that the whole world can access it. That means without the DevOps engineer, there is no way you access Facebook. There is no way you access your banking app. There is no way you access Instagram and other applications. So now, once the DevOps is done deploying the project on the server, the next people to work on that software or that application is what we call the quality assurance. The quality assurance. Now, they are the ones to test the software. Okay, all what they've done, are they working fine? Are there any bugs? Is everything working based on specification and requirements? That means you can also choose to become a quality assurance personnel. And now, once they are done now, we have what we call the cybersecurity professionals again. You see, we are still talking about building a banking app, building just one simple application now. One single application rather. We've talked about 4 or 5 different fields, different professionals that are working on that. So now we have the cybersecurity engineers. They are the ones in charge of the system. They ensure that the systems are not being hijacked by hackers. They ensure that that money in the bank account is safe. That you can log into your bank account and your money is still intact. They ensure that data are intact. Are we together, please? Are you following? Okay. Then after the cybersecurity engineers now, we have what we call the data analysts. They are the ones that analyze data, that get feedback from the customers, that inform the marketing team, that inform the whole company of what to do. And so on like that. So many different phases. Okay? This means there are opportunity for logical thinkers. There are opportunity for people that love to design. There are opportunity for creative thinkers. There are opportunity for problem solvers. There are opportunity for data experts. And even complete beginners. And trust me, all what I just mentioned now, you don't need to be the only one doing it. In fact, you can't even do everything yourself. You take one or two feet and you focus on it. Because you can't be the DevOps engineer the same time you are the UI UX guy, the data guy, the cybersecurity guy, and others. And that is what makes tech sweet. Because it's all about collaboration. Also, we have a digital marketer too, which I will still talk about. Because once you are done creating the apps, the software, the website, nobody knows about it yet. The digital marketer now are the ones to promote that software, to ensure that everybody gets to know about that software, what the app does, or know about your company, your businesses, what you are selling. And this doesn't involve coding. So you don't need to learn everything. Just pick one niche that interests you. Just pick one field that interests you. And I'll talk about how you can identify the best niche for you shortly. But before then, let me be rest assured that you can hear me. Just type 1 in the comments box if you can hear me. Please check Instagram, Frank. Just type 1 in the comment box, so I'll be rest assured that you all can hear me loud and clear. All you need to do is to simply find where you fit into. Just find where you fit into. Type 1. I'm waiting for more response. I can see some people typing 1. I want this to be engaging as much as possible. Okay. Are we good to go? All right. Great. Great. Another thing I would like to talk about is that, okay, this money you are talking about, how am I going to make this money? Yes, I want to make the money. In fact, that's why most of us are even here. I want to make the money. How am I going to do it? Now, trust me, there is no free money on the internet. There is no. This is a legit business. There is no free money anywhere. And the first thing you need to do if you want to venture into tech is what? You need to learn the tech skill. You need to learn the tech skill. Because this is a profession. And remember when I talk about the tech skill now, I'm not talking about coding. Remember I said there are so many things you can do in tech without even coding. So most of us are scared of coding. So when I talk about tech skills, I will list out some of those skills you can do shortly now. But there are so many skills to learn. So the first thing is you need to learn a tech skill. If you want to become a medical doctor now, you have to go to school, right? To learn. You spend 6 years, 5 years in school. If you want to become a lawyer too, the same thing too, you go to school and learn. And the same thing, even if you want to become a roadside mechanic, yes, a roadside mechanic, you need to learn. And that's the same thing with tech. So the first thing is that you need to learn a skill. You need to learn a skill. How many of us are ready to learn a skill this evening? Let's just signify. How many of us are ready this evening to learn a tech skill? Remember I said it doesn't have to be coding. If you are ready to learn a tech skill this evening, just say ready, ready, ready. Even before I start breaking down those keys one after the other, just say ready, ready, ready. Okay, fine. Awesome. Now, tech is all about solving problems. And trust me, the more problem you solve, the more money you are going to make. I tell people, in fact, the more difficult the problem is, the more the money you're going to make. And the first thing now is what? Is to learn a tech skill. When you learn the tech skill, you become valuable. When you are valuable, people will pay you for your time or for the project that you deploy for them, or for the service, the tech service that you render for them. And that's where you make the money. And now we talk about those skills now. There are so many skills now. The first one is the software engineering. You can choose to become a software engineer. What a software engineer does, they are the one that creates softwares. They are the programmers. They write codes. And when it comes to software engineering now, they are the one that build websites, applications, platforms, systems that solves real problem. They solve real problem. So we have the front-end engineers, we have the back-end engineers, we have the full-stack guy, we have the mobile app guys and others. So if you are the type now that have passion for coding, that have passion for solving problem, like you can identify problem, probably in your place of work now, you go identify that, okay, this particular system is meant to be automated. Then software engineering might be a field you might want to venture into. You write full-blown code. Also, we have the mobile app engineers. These days, all of us now, we use our mobile phone every single day. But to access Facebook, Instagram, whatever, we use our mobile phone. And now, those mobile phones now, you have to go to Play Store or App Store to download the applications. Now, those applications are being built by who? By who we call the mobile apps engineer. They are the one in charge of creating mobile applications. And also too, mobile apps too, they still need to code. Alright? So if you have passion for creating apps on phone, then mobile app might be a great course for you. Alright. Also too, we have the cybersecurity and ethical hacker professionals. If you are passionate about security, about securing system, network, data, then cybersecurity is the best course for you. Because like I said earlier, once the software engineers are done with their project and the DevOps guy deploy on the server, it is the work of the cybersecurity guys to ensure that the system is not being hijacked by hackers. You see those guys as a military men or as a policeman that are guiding your house, preventing armed robbers from accessing the house. So cybersecurity guys are in charge of the security part of the system, of a network, of a computer, of an applications. They are the reason why you can wake up in the morning and transfer and ensure that the money in your account is still intact. And trust me, cybersecurity is a very hot niche. Alright. Then we have the data analytics and data science. That's another tech course. And in data analytics now, you do minimal coding, just minimal coding. So this is a course you can actually consider. Data analytics. So they deal with data, analyzing of data. You go out and collect data. Okay, similar to what we did in our university days, doing our what's it called, final year projects. If you are a graduate, you must have passed through this stage at one point or the other, whereby they will ask you to go and do questionnaire. Doing your final year project, do questionnaire, then you interpret with SPSS. So, but now we're talking about data analytics. Now it is much more than that. So there are different ways to get data. We have quiz, we have questionnaires, we have survey. So when you get data, so if you are working for a company now, you can be employed as a data analytics, whereby you get data for the company, you analyze the data and help the company in making an informed decision that will help their business. So if you are curious about data, then data analytics or data science might be for you. In data science, you build models. You see, all these models that you have on your what's it called, banking applications. if you've used OPay before, Money Points or others, they will ask you to actually upload your ID card, and at a point during the verification, they call it KYC. They will ask you to actually take your phone, turn your face to the left, turn your face to the right. So those are models being built by data scientists. So they are trying to compare the data that you submitted, your passport, and your reface. Also, to even as a data scientist, you can build model that can discover diseases in human body even before the person gets to know. I don't want to take much time. I'm just trying to break it down so you know the best fit for you. And also too, we have the UI UX designer. Like I said earlier, they are the very first person to work on every project. With this, you don't need coding. No coding for you. If you're a UI UX guy, all you need to do is just to design the interface. Alright? We also have the graphic design too. They are the ones in charge of branding, creating logos. So, and with these two, you don't have to be a programmer too. You don't need to code. Are we together, please? Then we have the DevOps engineers. I've mentioned this earlier. I've spent so much time on this because I'm still going to attend to questions. I know a lot of us are going to have questions tonight. So I'll give a few minutes for questions because I want this section to be as interactive as possible. So we have the DevOps engineer that manages the server, that automates processes, that ensures that once a developer pushes an update, automatically it will be deployed live on the server. Alright. Then we have the digital marketer too. They are the ones that help businesses and companies to drive more sales to their business. They are the ones in charge of running Facebook adverts. So for instance now, in your business now, perhaps you are selling car, clothes, or whatever. Instead of posting manually on WhatsApp every single day, sometimes I see posts of people saying they are selling cars. Sorry, excuse me. So, instead of doing all this thing manually, you can run Facebook adverts and reach thousands of people every single day, even millions of people every single day, depending on your budget. So that is the work of a digital marketer. Digital marketer. So whether you're an electrician, a plumber, you sell phone, you sell clothes, whatever, you need more sales in your business. And this is a course that you can do to scale up your business right from the comfort of your home without you having to actually employ the regular marketers. So when you enroll for digital marketing now, that is where you learn how to create content that you can post on social media, how to get followers, how to create videos that convert well, and so many other things. How to make money leveraging on social media, how to sell products and services, how to build leads, that's email lists, how to send emails. That is the work of the digital marketers. All with one goal, driving more sales to your business. Alright? And also to have the AI, that's artificial intelligence. And that's also trending right now. So as a digital marketer now, you are not writing any code. And that was why I said earlier that there is a place for every one of us in tech. At least you have a source of income and you can push up your source of income by setting up campaigns that will help people to know more about you. And now we have the AI part, artificial intelligence. Are you checking the comment, Frank? Artificial intelligence, where you learn how to automate, how to build models and systems. This is a full-blown coding course as well too, for the artificial intelligence. Because you want to build systems that can actually think like human, that can simulate human intelligence. But we have another course called Generative AI. This doesn't involve coding. Generative AI, where you learn how to actually create content using AI. Content like what? Content like sales copy, content like images, videos, graphics, and others to promote your business. And that's what we call the generative AI. That doesn't involve coding. Alright? We have the Python and Java programming too as well too. That allow, but this involves coding for those of you that are scared of coding. Alright? We have the web design that allows you to create websites for businesses. And trust me, every business, I repeat, every business needs a website. And for web designer, it's just a minimal coding. It's more of drag and drop. So you'll be doing minimal coding, and with these keys, you'll be able to build websites for businesses. And you charge them. You can charge 200K, 300K, 500K, 100K, depending on the robust, on how the project is being handled, or should I say, on the complexity of the project. Yes, I think that's the best word. On the complexity of the project. All right. And we have digital literacy. Like I said earlier, that's the first thing you need to do. You need to learn if you are not too good with how to operate a computer. So the path that you choose in tech will depend on what you want to achieve. If you are someone that likes building now, then you can go for software engineering, mobile app engineering, Python or Java programming. If you are someone that likes building, that likes solving problems, that likes coding, I'm trying to break it down now so you cannot pick a particular course that you think you can do in tech. If you are someone that is creative, that is very creative, that you can think, or perhaps you like designing, then you can go for what we call the UI UX design, or graphic design, or web design. Alright. If you are someone that loves security, that loves to secure system, then you go for cyber security. If you are someone that likes to play with data, numbers, or you love business insights, then you can go for data analytics or data science. If you are someone that likes growing business, like you want business to have more sales, perhaps your business or someone else's business, then you go for digital marketing. You are so passionate about business, or perhaps you have an existing business that you want to scale up, then digital marketing is for you. And trust me, up to date, I'm still a digital marketer. So you can go for digital marketing or AI automation. That doesn't involve coding as well too. And if you are someone that likes future technology, then AI is for you. I mean the full-blown AI course now. That's a 10-month course right here at Apple. Yeah, 10-month course. That is to tell you how robust it is. I'm talking about AI now, not generative AI. They are different. Not AI automation. Full-blown AI course. 10 months. Real work, crazy work, series of assignments. So if you are someone that loves technology, then AI is for you. If you are someone that likes to deploy, you're someone that likes automation, infrastructure, then that's DevOps. I would advise that you go for DevOps engineering. Alright. Then if you're a complete beginner, you don't even know what to do, you don't even understand how to operate a computer, you have zero knowledge. If they ask you now to hold a mouse now, your hand will be shaking. Then the first thing to do is what we call the digital literacy. Myself, that was the first thing I started with in 2009. And from there, I scale up, and glory to God. Glory to God. So write that now in the comment section. Let me know which of this course rings a bell. Which of this course rings a bell? Okay, so someone is saying, are we coming to learn UI UX Now, can you please talk about UI UX design? Okay, probably you joined us late. I spent so much time on that. And I said UI UX means what? User experience, user interface rather, and user experience. I'm trying to post. User interface and user experience. They are the one that actually create designs. They are the first part of every project. They create design for the desktop computer, for laptop, for iPad, for phones too. They translate the project manager concept or ideas into design. That's the major thing that you're doing. And once you are done with the design part, you give it to the software engineers. They translate the design into code now. Alright. I'll be attending to questions shortly now. Okay. I can see some questions coming in. I'm still going to attend to that. I have just 2 more things to talk about now. Now, after learning all this thing now, how do you make money? I know we are all about the money, but trust me, in tech, money doesn't come first. It's all about skill first. You need to build a skill first. And that was why I took my time to explain different skill sets that you can leverage on. And I said you don't have to choose 2. Just 1 is okay for you at the time. So now, after learning these skills now, then you have to do what? You have to actually choose. Okay, let me start with this. The first thing to do is what? Is to choose a skill. Choose a test skill that resonates best with you. And after choosing now, you do what? You learn. You have to learn. And trust me, the best place for you is AppClick ICT Academy. We've trained thousands of students and they are doing wonderfully well. So once you are done choosing a skill, you come to AppClick to learn. And we have physical training right here in our office at Bodija here, or you do online trainings. And in fact, we have hosted accommodation. We have students from Abuja, from Lagos, from different parts of the country that are coming down here, leveraging on our hosted accommodation. So now in class now, your instructor will give you series of assignments, classwork, different things to do, to drill you. We have courses of 3 months, 4 months, 8 months, 10 months, 6 months, depending. So you practice what you have been taught in class. And after that, you do what? You build your portfolio. Are we all following? The first thing is what? You choose your course. The first thing is what? Then the second thing is what? You learn. After learning now, you practice what you have been taught in class. Then after then, you build portfolio. Because trust me, certificate will only show that you learn this thing. Portfolio will show what you can do. And that's part of what we do right here at AppClick. We ensure that students build their portfolio. And you showcase different projects. And now, after building your portfolio, you show your portfolio. Which is part of what we'll still talk about when you enroll at AppClick. You show your portfolio, then opportunities will come. And that is when you start making the money. Are we together, please? That means choose a course, learn, practice, build, show your portfolio, earn. And now when it comes to earning now, there are different ways to earn in tech. Now firstly now, you can consider the paid job. Like a company can actually employ you where they depend on your skills. So they employ you, they leverage on your skill, they share what they have in mind with you, you build a system for you, and they pay you on a monthly basis. Irrespective of your skills, you could be employed as a digital marketer, like right here at AppClick now, we have digital marketers. And they are being paid. And they don't even have to code for us. They handle different parts, which is the digital marketing. A company can also employ you as a software engineer, as a UI UX designer, as a DevOps engineer, and they pay you. And like I said earlier, we have some of our students working in banks, and they are being paid every month. We have some working with tech companies, and they are being paid. And one thing about tech, one thing I like about tech is that if you are good, you are good. If you are good, there are lots of opportunities for you. Crazy opportunity out there if you are good. So after learning all these keys, you can choose to go to the employment route. That is one way to earn. Alright? Another thing is what we call the remote job. You can be here in Nigeria now, then you apply. Once you build your portfolios, you see some opportunities, then companies will employ you even while you are in Nigeria. They pay you. You are in Nigeria now, at the comfort of your home. All you need to do is what? On your generator, they give you tax to do. You complete the tax, you submit, you get your pay as a remote worker. And some of these companies in abroad now, they pay you hourly. Some will pay you $15 per hour, some $20 per hour, some $25 per hour, depending. So if you work for 8 hours, calculate that. If a company is paying you $20 per hour now, times 8 hours in a day, that's a lot of money for a single day. Convert that to weekly, convert that to monthly, and now with the exchange rate now dollar to naira, you know what that means, of course, as a remote worker. All because of what? All because you have a tech skill. All because you are so sound and solid, and you are solving a problem for them. Remember I said no free money anywhere. So you've learned the skill, then you become the hot cake. They pay you for it. Alright. Also too, you can choose to be a freelancer where different clients will give you projects to work on. You do the project for them, they pay you awesomely well. Like now, assuming I need some graphics now or some logo, I can reach out to a graphic designer and say, okay, design this logo for me, I'll pay you this. Assuming I need a UI UX design for my next project now, I can reach out to a UI UX guy. I can reach out to a freelancer, okay, this is what I want to design, do this for me, I'll pay you this. And you can get projects from as many clients as possible. That is another way to earn in tech, because you are now a skilled person. Also too, you can even decide to build your own products. You might not choose to become a remote worker or a freelancer or a consultant. You can choose to build your own product. And trust me, they are crazy products. There are a lot of products you can build and deploy right here in Nigeria, and they will pay you big. In fact, okay, right here at AppClick, we've created over 50 software solutions that are doing well for us, that are being deployed in the global market. And even right here in Nigeria, we have so many problems you can solve. You talk about the health sectors, you talk about the banking sectors, you talk about the real estate, you talk about the education. In Nigeria, we are still leveraging more on manual. These are normal, traditional way. Alright? So you can choose to build a product and say, okay, this is a particular problem. Let me solve this problem by building a software, or by creating a particular solution for this. And once I do, you deploy the software. And when you deploy the software now, you can now choose to make it a monthly payment system, whereby everyone that is using your software or product or solution, they will pay you on a monthly basis. Now come to think about it. If you have just 100 users and you charge them 10,000 naira every single month to access your software, to access your solution, now 10,000 naira times 100 users, how much is that? That's a lot of money. That's a passive income that is coming in for you every single month. And you can still scale up from 100 to 200 to 500 to 1,000 users to 10,000, like that. All because of what? You solve a problem with tech. Come on. And we have so many problems that we are solving, leveraging on tech, and people are paying us to use our software, to use our solution every single day. That is the beauty of tech. We've created the system once, we deploy it, and people are using it. And that's the beauty. So also too, you can choose to build an agency, a tech company around the problem, and you still solve the problem. And even in your existing career, I keep mentioning that, because you want to venture into tech now does not mean you have to leave what you are doing right now. even in your existing career, you can still leverage on tech and use tech to boost up the business or your career. Alright, remember, it still boils down to what? Skill. That's the first thing. You learn a tech skill. From that, you become valuable. You become a hot cake. From that, you get series of opportunities. From that, you make money, income. So skills to values, to opportunities, to income. Alright? And now, how do you choose the right tech skill for you? I think we are running up now. And I'll start attending to questions. How do you choose the right tech skill for you? It's quite simple. You need to think about what you like doing most. Your interest matters a lot. Your interest matters a lot in tech. What kind of work do you genuinely love to do? So your interest matters. What are you curious enough? So your interest comes first. Followed by what? Your strengths. Your strengths. Every one of us have what we are good at and what we are actually bad at. You look at what you are good at. Are you creative? Are you a logical thinker? Are you curious? Are you good at marketing? So this will determine the kind of course or the skills you want to learn. Interests, then what? Followed by what? Interest and what? And strengths. Then also too, you look at the market demands. What is the market saying? What is the demand of the market? Is this a skill that the market is currently craving for? This key, will it be relevant in the next 10 years, 20 years? What is the market saying? Alright, so these are the things you need to think about before you choose a particular course. And you don't have to choose a course because your friend is choosing a particular course. Your interest differs. So if your friend now, let's say John now is choosing digital marketing now, I don't have to choose digital marketing because of my friend. And don't enroll, don't choose a course because someone said there is money there. There is money in all tech skills, in all tech field. The most important thing is what? Choose what you like to do most. Learn it well. Like I said, learn it well. Be good at it. Turn to hot cake. If all you know how to do is what? Is how to build a mobile application. Learn that skill very well. That when it comes to building application, building mobile apps, you'll be so good at it. If all you know how to do is how to create designs, learn it very well. And that will pay you awesomely. So just choose one direction at a go, focus on it first, then do what? Then boom. Don't jump from one skill to the other. Master one first and be a pro at it. Alright? So what do I enjoy doing? What am I good at? What problem can I solve? These are the things that will help you. Alright. Okay, now questions. I'm seeing a lot of questions right here. Okay, please let me to explain this. I wanted to enroll for AI automation, but then I was. Okay, yes. Actually, thank you for that. Okay, someone is saying she's planning to enroll for AI automation. Okay, but she was told to first enroll for digital marketing. Yes, that is what we do at AppClick. It's not about the money that you are paying us. Trust me, the money you are paying us is not the most important thing now. If you want to learn AI automation comes with advanced digital marketing. That is the course. AI automation and advanced digital marketing. And when we are talking about advanced, that means you must have the full knowledge of the basic. And the basic is what? Digital marketing. So you have to learn digital marketing because there are so many things that they'll be talking about in the AI automation and advanced that you won't understand. They won't talk about, okay, in digital marketing now you will learn how to create content, how to set up email autoresponder, how to create adverts, and some other things. Now in the AI automation and advanced digital marketing, they won't teach you those things again. because they believe you must have known how to set up Facebook adverts, how to create content. So they will teach you the advanced part of it, the AI part of it. So you need that, please. Okay. I'm checking for more questions. Okay, more questions right here. Okay. Okay, someone is saying, thanks for the explanation. Can you explain more on full stack, what it entails? All right. Now, full stack. This is what full stack software engineering means. What? It's the combination of the front end engineering and back end engineering. Now, as a full stack guy now, in Apple now it's 8-month course. Front end is 4 months course. Back end is 4 months course. So as a full stack guy now, you are the one in charge of both. You are handling both together. Now let me try to break it down more. I said earlier that when we want to start a project in AppClick, the first people that work on the project are who? Are the UI UX designer. So once it's done, it gives the project to the front-end engineers. The front-end engineers handles the interface, the structure, what you can see on a website or on an application. Like right now, everything you are seeing on Facebook, the color, the login button, the everything, the profile and everything, they are being handled by the front-end engineers. As the name says, front end. Meaning what you can see, what users can see. So that is the work of a front-end engineer. Then now we have the back-end engineer now. The back-end engineer handles the logical parts of an application's back end, what users cannot see. So you handle the database, the logical part. So it is the back-end engineer that allows you to register on any website. That when you put in your name, John, you put in your password, your age, and you click on sign up, it goes to where? The database. That is the work of the back-end engineer. But remember that what? You won't see the back end. But they are the one that handles all the database, the logical parts. They are the one that allows you to be able to log into Facebook and Instagram. So when you put in your password and username there, it will check. The work of a back-end engineer is to check, does this username and password, does it exist in the database? If it exists, give access. And now the full stack guy now is now the one that combines the work of a front-end guy and the back-end guy together. And that makes it full stack web development. Alright, I believe you get a point now. Thank you. Okay, question. Okay, yes, we have virtual assistant course. So but it's not available for this cohort. So our next cohort kicks off on Monday, 27th of July. Monday, 27th of July. So, all right. Okay, someone is asking, can I register for digital marketing and AI automation together? Yes, you can register for both together, whether online or physical. You can register for both courses together. Digital marketing is 3 months course. AI automation too is 3 months course. So if you register together, that means in 3 months you'll be done. And our certificates are accredited globally. Alright? And like I said earlier, the company is not just registered in Nigeria, but also in US and UK. So you are getting globally accredited certificates. Okay, more question? Okay, I think I've answered this. Okay, someone is asking how much for tuition and how many years to be a full stack developer. Okay, full stack development takes 8 months. So for the pricing, I don't have the pricing offhand, but you can go to our website, AppClick, appclick.ng/apply. You should see that on the comments box. So once you get there, it will ask you for your details. You click on it, you submit, then you'll be taken to the main website. And also too, because hands are not equal, we have flexible payment plan. That means you can choose to opt in for the monthly payment plan. If it's 8 months course, you can choose to be paying monthly every month for the next 8 months. Alright. Yeah, we update our curriculum from time to time. In fact, this year we've done that, and we are still planning to do that again from time to time, because things changes really fast now. Like myself, when I started learning coding, I started with Notepad. Like Notepad was what I used to learn coding. From that, we moved to Dreamweaver. And now people are using Visual Studio. So things changes from time to time. All right. Okay, I'm waiting for more questions. Any other questions again? More questions. So right here at AppClick, you are getting a structured learning. We have a clear path, and we have been doing this for years. Over 10 years now. So our result speaks loud. So we have a system that you are going to follow that will ensure that you get results. Okay? We have hands-on training, so it's not just theory. You do the theoretical part, you do the practical parts. Alright. With series of assignments and projects. We have hackathon prize, so many things to drill you. So you are getting international certification. We have flexible payment option. We have virtual and physical learning. You can choose to learn online, or you come down right here to Academy. And trust me, the environment is friendly. This is the biggest test school in Nigeria. Come and see yourself. Just come on Monday and see yourself. So there are many paths you can choose from. You are not being restricted to 2-3 courses. We have tons of courses you can choose from. All you need to do is just to ensure that this course aligns with your interests and goals. And we have communities. Our instructors are here to support you. They are here to mentor you. Alright, okay, I'm saying something. I work in a public place. Okay. I work in the public sector, and I've registered for your online graphics class. Which course will you prefer for me? Like I said earlier, it's quite difficult for me to actually choose a particular course for you. I don't know where you are working. I don't know the kind of work you do there. And I don't know your goals, why you want to learn, what you want to achieve. And that was why I took my time now to explain different things you can do that will align with your interest. Probably you joined late. You can try to watch this video again once we are done. Right? I'm checking for other questions. Okay, if I register for the full stack, what language am I going to get? All right. Firstly, the front end part, we have the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript, the TypeScript, and if you're at jQuery, and now the back end now, we have the Node.js, we have the TypeScript, Node.js, we have MySQL, we have MongoDB, MongoDB. Alright, also too for the front end, we have React Native for the front end as well. React Native, alright. So, but for full stack now, you are combining everything together. That means HTML, CSS, React, JavaScript, MongoDB, Node.js, and others. Alright. Okay, as a digital marketers, how can we get international clients? Of course, that's part of what you are learning. Okay, that's part of the program. How best do I leverage on digital marketing as an educator? Okay, this name sounds familiar. I think we met on Saturday, Mr. Okwelua, and I explained this. There are so many ways which I explained to you on Saturday. I said you can even choose to dish out knowledge, and people will pay you for it. I think I explained this on Saturday, not to waste too much time. Okay, Baki is saying, so we have to go for digital marketing first. You can combine both together. If you want to go for what's it called, AI automation and advanced digital marketing, you can combine digital marketing with AI automation and advanced together. Alright? We are not like the regular test school that just gets your money, because if you are going for AI automation and advanced, you need to know digital marketing first. Alright, so that's it. And like I said, the next cohort kicks off on the Monday, 27th of June. That's in a week's time or so. And the prices are on the website. We have flexible monthly payments plan. So just go to the site, pick up your form, and you'll be entitled to 25% discounts. 25% discounts. Alright, so you'll be getting 25% discounts. We are running the scholarship program right now, and that is 25% scholarship. and that ends for this particular July cohort. So don't miss out. All right. And if you need help too, you can go to our website. You see the WhatsApp number there. Just message the admin on WhatsApp. Okay, message the admin on WhatsApp. So now, just before you go, a year from today, you'll still be 1 year older. That's a fact. This is June now. I think June 16 or 17 is today's date. A year from today now, you'll be a year older. But the question is that, will you be more valuable? Will you also be a year more valuable? Or you still be complaining about the economy, about this and that? Yes, the economy is hitting everybody hard. But when you learn tech skills and you are very good at it, I'm not saying that you just learn, I mean learn, and you are very good at it, there are so many opportunities for you. So whether you learn tech skills or not, probably you're still complaining, a year will still come from now and nothing will still happen. So it is in your best interest that you go in right now and pick a tech skills and learn the tech skills, because technology is creating opportunities every single day. Every single day. There are so many things you can do when you are a tech expert. I see people traveling to UK, US, let me use the normal word, turn Japa. You see, though now we have Japa again. Huh? And I ask them, what skills are you traveling with? Or is it that when you get there, you want to do menial jobs or what? What skills are you traveling with? And trust me, tech skills is one of the hot skills that can give you good opportunity when you travel out. If you choose to travel out, if you feel Nigeria is not for you, yes, of course, we have different goals. But the most important thing is what? Learn a tech skill. So you can work as a professional when you get there. And you can even choose to still remain in Nigeria and work remotely, or you deploy your solutions to companies and they pay you big for it. And you don't have to know everything, like I said earlier. Just pick one thing, one or two things. Start with it, learn it, figure it out, be good at it, create your portfolio, spread the word, let people know that you are a tech expert, and you start getting opportunities left and right. And people will start wondering, how is this guy doing it? How is this girl doing it? What is going on? It's all because you are a tech person. And we've all heard the word tech bro, tech sis, yeah, because there is money in tech. For those that are truly ready to give you the full shots. Alright? If you're enjoying this series today, just give me one in the chat box. Like I said earlier, I don't want this to be too long. Yes, okay, there is a Chine saying tech is the gold mine now. Yes, that is it. Tech is the gold mine now. Okay, type 1 in the chat box if you're enjoying this section. Let me know. Type 1 in the chat box. Please check Instagram for me as well too. Is there any question I haven't answered? Any question I haven't answered? Okay. Okay, does the full stack engineering also covers the mobile app engineering? No. They are two different things. Full stack web is different from mobile now. So it's different. They are different. Mobile app is 5 months course here in Apptech ICT Academy, and the full stack web development is 8 months course. So for full stack web now, you focus majorly on how to build applications that lies on the internet, that works on the internet, on the server, on the web. Rather, let me put it that way. You learn to build applications that work on the web. And I'm not talking about static websites, I'm talking about applications. But for mobile app now, you learn to build applications that work on mobile phones, that you can push to Play Store or App Store. Alright. Okay, any other question again before we call it a day? Thank you everyone for joining us. Give me one if you enjoy this section, and if you like me to come back again soon, just give me one. Give me one. I think I just thought of this today. It wasn't even well planned. I just feel like coming online today. Can I learn backend and digital marketing together? Yes, you can. But the maximum course that we advise in our clinic is 2 at the time, at the go. 2 courses, that's it, at the go. How much for the tuition fee? Just go to the website appclinic.ng/apply, and you see the courses there, the duration of each course, the course outline, the payment options, the application form. So the first thing you need to do is to get the application form, which is just 10,000 naira, and that covers what? It covers your ID card, your application fee, your portal, your sticker, your jotter, and a few other things, because every student have their own portal. Every student have their own portal where you get your assignments, your projects, and in fact too, there is exam. You are going to write exam once you are almost done with your program in Appleak, because before we can certify you, we need to be rest assured that you are very good. So you have to write exams, you do practical projects, you do solo projects, you do group project. So it's a serious work, so be ready for it. And that is why our students are doing wonderfully well too, because we drill them, we teach you how to collaborate, because tech is all about collaboration. You need to collaborate with people. Is there internship opportunity? Yes, we have internship opportunity right here at Appleak, though you have to fulfill some requirements. Alright, so if you need the account details for the application form, just go to the website. You will see the cost there. You see pay application form, and from there you'll be able to pay online for the application form. Or you can even reach out to the admin for the for the account details. Next cohort starts on the 27th of July. That's in a week's time or so. Alright, any other questions I haven't answered? No. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining us today. Even if you don't learn anything, learn how to apply tech in your business. Learn how to grow your business with tech. Enough of shouting, I don't have customers, sales are not coming forth. Learn how to integrate tech into it. And I gave different scenarios. If you missed the section, try to watch again. With tech, there are so many opportunities. Trust me, if I want to reach thousands of people today, I know how to do that, leveraging on campaigns. So, and that is one good thing about tech. Alright. So thank you so much. See you some other times. If you still have questions, reach out to us, reach out to our support desk. Chat with us on WhatsApp, and the admin will actually respond to you. And if you want to come over yourself, come on Monday and see for yourself. You'll be blown away. Yeah, that's the fact. You'll be blown away. And our address, we are located at 30B Awolowo Avenue, beside GTCO and Cloud 7. Awolowo Avenue, beside Cloud 7. That's on the way along Ismo. So you see the tall building there, that's Appleak. Alright, thank you so much. See you some other time. Bye.